Loop the last couple of days, and everyone has been messaging me left, right, and center. Jacob, Cobra Kai season 6 is the penultimate season. I'm not going to take this moment to say I called it, but I'm going to take this moment to not only plug my stream later on, about 10:30 to 11 p.m. GMT. Be there, link in the bio, all that jazz. But I have a lot I want to say, and I can't condense it into a video like this. So a 2 hour live stream is pretty much adequate, in my opinion. But I feel like I'm in a position where this is a moment where I would like to take a huge moment, if anything, to really cement how much Cobra Kai means to me, how much it's impacted my life, the friends that I now have, the brotherhood I now have, the channel that I now have, where even when Cobra Kai is said and done, my channel will still be here. Like, the chosen one doesn't die out just because Cobra Kai finishes. And, you know, the way I've talked about Cobra Kai the last year or two isn't because I had any insider knowledge or information or used it as an opportunity to inflate my ego. It's just something that I would say because, generally speaking, when you understand storytelling and you watch enough mediums, you generally speaking know the way things are going to go. And the way season 5 plays out, it's very finale-esque. Like, you could make a case for season 5 being the end. Like, you could make that case. There's still unresolved plot threads, but you could still make that case. And I was just like, where do you go from here? Where do you go from there? And of course, you know, they're writers, that's what they do. The show could easily carry on for another 7 or 8, whatever seasons. But I'm thinking of all the greatest shows that have existed in our time. They all end early. End it while it's good. I've talked about this a lot, and I've seen people go, "Ah! Ah!" Again, the importance of how you end it, right, is as important as ending it. You can end something, Rise of Skywalker, or you can end it good and end it on a high, Return of the Jedi. That rhymed. Lyricist. But that's why I say how you end it is as important as ending it. You could end it at season 10, but would it have as much emotional value and payoff as it does right now? The world tournament, you know, all the characters are coming together, everyone's on the same page. Cobra Kai is done. Like, as a dojo in universe, they're losing the tournament. Like, that confirms that they're losing the tournament. Because let's be honest, if Cobra Kai won the global stage, where do you go from there? That's like trying to shut down McDonald's. Like, how do you make that believable? Like, you really jump in the shark a little bit there. So, for me, I'm in the firm belief of, yes, they could carry it on. You could always write a scenario where, let's just say, Cobra Kai lose the tournament. You could carry on with Silver or Kreese or whatever. But by and large, I've got a lot I want to say, and I'm going to talk a lot about it in my live stream later on. And, you know, I must ask you a question. If you know, you see what I did there? Just got to get a little pun in, but if the person watches, if they know, they know. But for me, I think the show, that this is the right play. Like, this is the right, because again, you know, how many shows do you know that go past X amount of seasons that stay good? Very few. And I know we all love this show and we're all fans, but I want the show to end on a banger. I loved Clone Wars to death. It was cancelled prematurely before its final season. It took us like 7, 8 years to get an ending for that. Walking Dead should have ended ages ago. The Sopranos knew when to end it. Breaking Bad knew when to end it. All the great shows know when to end it. And I don't want Game of Thrones BS happening here. So, you know, I'm going to be very interested to see what the consensus is tonight for everyone, because I have a lot I want to say, I have a lot I want to talk about, and there's a lot of things I need to get off my chest regarding how people are reacting to this, because it's sad. Like, by and large, it's sad. It's sad the show's ending, and I'm going to miss it. So with that, I stress, we should really just appreciate how much the show's given us as fans. And let's be honest, how many 80s brands have a respectable sequel? Like, I can only think of, right, you've got the Creed movies for Rocky. That's 1. Top Gun Maverick for Top Gun. That's 2. Cobra Kai for Karate Kid. That's 3. Other than that, what other sequels to 80s projects do you have that are actually respectable? Barely any. So I want it to really get an ending that has that emotional gravity. Like, that's what I'm here for. And the thing is, the show may end, but this is where everyone gets it wrong. Just because the show ends and more seasons don't come out, that doesn't mean the legacy of the show is dead, we're still talking about Harry Potter today. We're still talking about The Godfather today. We're still talking about, I don't freaking know, the Maltese Falcon that was released in like the 50s or the 60s. We're still talking about that today. Film and media are forever. And one thing I also want to stress is this may be the final season, but what's to say the creators don't plant seeds if they want to pick up the show, I don't know, do like a 10-year time jump for season 7 when maybe Robbie and Miguel are like, I don't know, leaders of a dojo or something, or Anthony and Anthony almost said Anthony and Kevin, Anthony and Devon and Kenny, you could easily do that. Season 6 may be the final season right now, but you could pick up the show 10 years from now when all the kids are older. And the thing is, by then, it doesn't matter if Johnny and Daniel were in the show by then or not, because you passed the torch forward in the right way. That's what the show's done, and I love it for that. Stream tonight.